Welcome back to this week's Pet of the Week at the Kokomo Humane Society. This week, we're joined by more than just Karen Wolf and Princess, but also Sean Hilton, owner of Comics Cubed. Sean, you want to tell us why you're here today?
Well, I wanted to come see Princess and hang out with you guys, and I watched the program all the time, and I was a little jealous, so I decided to kick Geek Storm to the street this week and come hang out with all the pets. But we also spend all year raising a little bit of money for the Humane Society through Comics Cubed. And then we also have a yearly auction at the Kokomo Con. So we raise a little bit more money there. So today we're here to present the check before the end of the year, and so I can get it off on the taxes and, not make myself look good, but also make sure the accountant doesn't blow his top when I tell him that we did it in January or something. So through the donations that we do every week, customers, when they come in, they buy their stuff, and if they have actually loose jingly change, they can put it into a bucket. And then we have a weekly drawing for a cool comic that they can get. So we bribe them to give us their change. We get all the change. And then this year we had a really good, decent little auction. So we're going to be presenting $1,500 to the Kokomo Humane Society. So we brought that over to give to Princess. And if she decides to give it up to the rest of the people, then we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
So, but let's hear more about her instead of, $1,500 to the society. That's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket. So more people need to take some time and, have some more fundraisers and things, and hope you guys get to your new facility that I keep hearing about somewhere in the future.
Designate the money to the building fund if you'd like, which...
So I just give it to you guys and you figure out what
we want.
You know how to spend your more money more than I know how to spend your money. So I give it to you and you guys always figure it out. I think you guys are doing a pretty good job with it. So, but more people, there's always an opportunity to raise a couple of dollars and bring it by. Plus you guys always need stuff, right? You need blankets and pillows.
Yeah, we always need things, and people have been extremely generous this week. We've had a parade of people coming in with blankets and sheets and towels and dog treats and food and of course animals. But they actually have been bringing in donations as well as that. So it's been nice. Everyone's sort of in the holiday spirit. We're hoping it will last, but it's been great. And luckily it hasn't been too cold, but we've got lots of blankets and everything but we can always, in the winter, we can always use more of that. People bring a newspaper. Another thing that we always can use is shoe boxes. Empty shoe boxes. I'm sure lots of people got shoes for Christmas. So if you don't want the boxes, we use them for the cats. Gives them a nice little secure place to sleep and hide. And so we're always, and each cat gets their own shoe box. And then when they've been adopted, the new one gets a new one. So we go through lots of those. And we have Shoe Carnival and TJ Maxx also donate lots of shoe boxes, but we can always use those. So that would be a good thing to donate as well.
Well, thank you for mentioning that. I don't think that's something that people would commonly think of that you would need.
And we always use them and then we forget, and one of our board members goes out and brings us lots of shoe boxes. I think he's coming today, so that's also a good thing, as well as the towels and blankets and things.
Okay, well, let's talk about Princess, the pet of the week. She looks a little different than she did when she came in. There were pictures of her on Facebook. If any of you follow their Facebook page, you might have seen a dog on there with a lot less hair.
Oh, she was a disaster. She was missing the majority of her hair over her back. She had some on her head, but she was, and that was, we believe, flea allergies. And once the fleas get really established, a lot of dogs are allergic to flea bites, and she lost a lot of hair. And we had a wonderful foster who had her for, I think it was about 2 months, a little over. And so it's taken a while. We took her to the vet, and they prescribed some prednisone to get her sort of back on track. And she is just adorable. We love her. Everyone here loves her. And she came back from her foster home. She's looking for a home. She's about 8 years old, house trained and sweet. She's I think a poodle terrier mix, has a little tiny bit of attitude, but probably better with older children. But she loves to play. She's got her toys that she likes and loves the treats, and really nice little lap dog, but we're all kind of getting attached to her. And I think she's just going to look better and better as time goes on. She needs a little product, but she's really a sweetheart. So she's one of the ones I feel like came in pretty grody as a stray, and now she looks so beautiful.
And I hear she likes to be told that she's pretty.
She does. You a pretty girl? Yeah, she kisses you every time you tell her she's a pretty girl. It's really weird. My daughter was in here yesterday, and she said, look what she does. Every time I tell her she's pretty, she kisses me. You pretty girl? Yeah. But she's awfully sweet, and she'd make someone a really great pet. And also, she came in already spayed, and so her adoption fee is just $50. We may be a little picky who takes her home, but she was taken care of. I don't know how she got out. Sometimes people have a hard time, or, she must have been losing hair, had the fleas, and, you never know why someone didn't claim them, but she's pretty well adjusted and happy girl. Yeah, you are, and you're pretty.
And that skin condition, that's not a reoccurring thing. It was a condition from the fleas. That's all gone now. Mm-hmm. So her fur is going to keep growing, and she's just going to look better and better and better.
So she's been on good food now. We all the dogs here get the Hill Science diet, and she's on a consistent diet of good food. And yeah, you're right. She's just going to look prettier, and her hair will get. She will need to be groomed eventually, but we're just happy she's got some hair to start. But the fleas are really once that sort of sets in, and the flea allergies, a lot of dogs have allergic reaction to the bites, but once that's under control, as long as she keeps on flea preventative, she'll be good.
So she came in looking a little bit like a gremlin, and through the time and care that you guys have done, plus amazing foster, you're saying she's up to this, and once she gets her forever home, she's going to be just the star of the home. Look at that posture. She's just like, yep, I'm here. Man, do you guys always have dogs that are that intent on, being camera? Like,
no.
Best side?
She's a princess, for sure.
She came in, bouncing around, and asked for makeup, and yeah, she's doing all right.
Fancy collar, of course. We try to bling them up good, and she's a happy little dog. So we've enjoyed. She's sort of the office dog right now, so she's got plenty of attention, and she seems to, like you saw, she takes just a couple minutes to warm up, a couple of treats, and somebody's here, she's checking them out, and
she wants to know if that's her human.
Maybe someone coming to adopt her, but she's wearing a kitty collar. She's little. She's only probably about 10 pounds, but she likes to be on your lap, so she's a nice dog. Maybe Comic Cube needs one more dog, huh?
Unfortunately for Comics Cube, that's what we call a cat. So ours have to be at least 50 to 60 pounds to hang with the rest of my crew. So Kirby, which I got from you guys years ago, his name was Stevie back then. He's been a regular resident. He's about 130 pounds or so of Rottweiler mix, and yeah, he's my TV buddy. He loves to crawl up into the couch and check things out. And you guys have got quite a few big dogs back there right now. There's some really, really pretty dogs besides Princess, for somebody that needs something maybe lap dog size. But for somebody that's got a bigger lap like me, I saw you have I think a dog named Corey back there.
Corey's a great dog.
Wiggly butt. Man, he liked to wiggle.
That's a really good dog. And when you come in, that's a dog that we would like to go with someone without small children. And so there are requirements. He came as a stray. He is just he's older, a little, not too old, a few years old, but he's just a big puppy. He definitely has a big wiggle butt, and he's a sweet, sweet dog. So yeah, we've pretty much got something for everyone.
Got the whole line right now. So you got big, small, medium, and extra large.
Yeah.
So
we still have lots of cats, not quite as many, which is really nice. We've got some beautiful cats at Petco right now, and so it's still not too late to get your holiday pet, which isn't a bad thing when people are home. It's a nice time to get a pet when you have time to spend and get them used to their new home.
And it's the end of the year, so can we expect any specials, or should we keep an eye on Facebook?
Keep an eye on Facebook for, generally a lot of times our specials will coincide with Purdue coming to visit, and they're coming the end of January. So hopefully then, we will be closed. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day will be open again on Friday and Saturday, and then it's back to the routine. But we're just sort of regrouping. Everyone's taking a deep breath at the beginning of the year, making our resolutions for the next year, so it'll be better.
Okay. Well, come on down to the Kokomo Humane Society to visit Princess. And Thank you, Sean, for coming to the
Well,
Humane
thanks for letting me
Society.
crash the
Thank
party.
you.
I love hanging out with the puppies. So when you do the cats, don't call me. I'm like,
If you would like to visit Comics Cubed to make a donation to the Kokomo Humane Society,
you make it directly. Make it if you're going to make a donation, make it directly to the society. Come right here. Give them your money. However, if you happen to be shopping at Comics Cubed and you got 35 cents and some jingly change, throw it in the bucket, and at the end of the year, we'll bring it all over.
okay. So this has been the Pet of the Week, and as we always say, there's no guarantee the princess will be here, but there's always someone looking for their forever home.